WYLN Studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Monday, May 2nd, 2016. I'm Ann Gownley. Residents of Beaverbrook may be with or without water tomorrow evening. WYLN's Aaron Harvey has more.
Imagine not being able to take a shower, wash your hands, or wash your clothes. We take these things for granted because most of us have water in our homes. It may be a different story for residents of Beaverbrook.
We don't know for sure if the water is being turned off. We're hoping for the best at this point. We're hoping when our attorney takes it to a judge up in Luzerne County Court and they see the ramifications of what this can cause health-wise for a lot of people and public safety, that common sense will prevail in the case, and that whether we're forced to sit down, which it wouldn't force us, we gladly want to continue the conversation on how to move forward with Beaverbrook and their water service.
The broken water system has been a problem for the past 8 years.
To be honest with you, this is probably going on since at least 2008. Some of the paperwork I did find went back to 2008. I don't remember the time of year or what month, but it was, they were trying to get a meeting with Klein Township, Hazel Township, I believe DEP, and some other groups to try to get somebody to take over Beaverbrook for water service. So now it's 2016, we're 8 years later. For whatever reason, nothing happened.
Beaverbrook itself has no manpower to fix it, and at some point, someone may be forced to fix it.
You can't keep kicking the can down the road. I mean, as I always said, and the system's not going to fix itself. It's a broken water system. I mean, any leaks that are there now that don't go fixed, they're going to be more expensive to fix next year, the year after. Further down the road, we have no manpower. We have no capital or reserves to fix these things. So at some point, I'm sure somebody's going to be forced to take us over. I mean, nobody should be forced to. This should have been resolved a while ago. So the best is to keep the routes of conversation open and do what's best for the residents that live here.
Quinn has been in contact with local elected officials about the problem.
It's good to have State Rep Tara Toohill here tonight. We've been in contact with DEP, Johnny Diczek's office, Senator Bob Casey's office. At first, the response was slow. There are elected officials and groups that I am disappointed in that really didn't get back to us, whether they care or not, or it's not their priority, or they feel it's not their job to get involved. That's their prerogative. I mean, a simple phone call or something to say, hey, we feel what you're going through, but we don't think we can do anything for you. That would have been nice. I think it surprised Tara that on a night when it's probably in the high 30s right now out here, or 40 degrees, it's raining, there's mud everywhere. Probably 40 people came out, probably the most we ever had in a meeting.
There's a meeting scheduled for tomorrow at 5 p.m. in Klein Township, which will determine if the water will be shut off for Beaverbrook residents. For WYLN News, I'm Aaron Harvey.
Thank you, Aaron. Tamaqua police started rounding up suspected drug dealers this morning in a big drug sweep. Today, WYLN was in Tamaqua as several were arrested. This morning, Tamaqua area police began doing their drug sweep. Police say 30 arrest warrants have been issued, and Tamaqua police say they're looking to arrest nearly 36 people. Most of the defendants are from the Tamaqua area and the surrounding areas. They are facing a variety of charges, including peddling marijuana, methamphetamines, and heroin. Tamaqua's Chief of Police, Rick Weaver, said these sweeps are something the department does every 6 to 8 months.
We had some heroin, we've had some meth. It's stuff they have with them all the time, you know. We didn't get any large amounts today, but we did take some more drugs off the street.
The sweep was conducted by Borough Police and the Schuylkill County Drug Task Force, along with State Police. District Attorney Christine Holman was also present this morning for several of the arraignments.
Tamaqua has a great bunch of guys and girls working for them. They've got great direction with Chief Weaver. They put out feelers. They've got, eyes and ears to the ground. They look to get a bunch of these criminal complaints ready. They can get arrest warrants then on many for one given day. And the Schuylkill County Drug Task Force then adds a nice complement to the force to go out and round everybody up.
Holman said Tamaqua isn't the only area in Schuylkill County under surveillance.
I would definitely say that, drug dealers beware. We're coming at you with, everything we've got, all of our resources, and you're not going to be able to hide.
For those who live in Tamaqua and the surrounding areas, Chief Weaver said today was a good day when it came to cleaning up the streets of drug dealers.
It's just letting people know that we're out there, we're on our toes, and if you're going to be doing drugs, sooner or later we're going to catch you because we work it so vigorously.
Holman is asking that the public remain vigilant and keep their eyes open for those committing crimes. You may call the Schuylkill County Drug Tip Hotline if you see any suspicious activity. That hotline number is 800-414-1406 or 570-622-4228. It's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for any Schuylkill County resident to call in and leave a message. Most, if not all, arrested in today's drug sweep in Tamaqua were committed to the Schuylkill County Prison. Hazleton police shot and killed an aggressive dog Saturday afternoon. It happened at 3rd and Alter Streets on the northwest side. Police were called over reports of a man screaming at passing traffic. When they got there, they found 33-year-old Colin Dufalo and his pit bull. When they tried to arrest him, Dufalo became aggressive and so did his dog. Police tried to scare off the dog using tasers, but it kept charging at officers. Finally, one shot the dog, which later died. Police Chief Jerry Speziale said officers had no other choice and no one else was hurt. Dufalo faces charges including resisting arrest, public drunkenness, and disorderly conduct. Hazleton police responded to a report of a robbery around 6:30 on Friday evening in the 300 block of West 4th Street. County Communications provided information on the two suspects. When officers stopped the individuals, they determined one was a fugitive from justice wanted by the New Jersey State Parole. 19-year-old Manuel Lohr was taken into custody and is currently being held in Luzerne County Prison awaiting extradition back to New Jersey. Police say officials in New Jersey provided them with information on Lohr earlier in the day, asking for their assistance in locating him because they believed that he was in the Hazleton area. Following the arrest, Police Chief Jerry Speziale said, quote, "The officers involved took another criminal off the streets and are endowed with the skills required for such difficult tasks. I am proud of their hard work, tireless efforts, and dedication to making a safer city," unquote. Lohr was arrested without incident. Police did not indicate what was stolen, if anything, during that robbery. The second suspect was not named by police, and as of this evening, we are unaware of any charges that were filed. A fire this morning in Wilkes-Barre. It broke out around 4 o'clock in a home on North Washington Street. 5 people were home at the time. All made it out safely, but 2 family dogs were killed. The fire was stubborn, going to 3 alarms before it finally brought it under control. No cause yet, but the owner says he saw flames shooting from his laundry room. Former Penn State assistant football coach Jerry Sandusky is again appealing his conviction. He's expected in a courtroom in Bellefonte today as he continues to pursue appeals of his 45-count conviction for child sexual abuse. Judge John Cleveland will hear arguments from prosecutors and Sandusky's attorneys. Sandusky's lawyers want to put on the stand people involved in investigating and prosecuting the case, Sandusky's trial defense team, and others. Sandusky wants his charges thrown out or to be granted a new trial. He claims he was the victim of ineffective counsel. He's serving a 30 to 60-year sentence at Green State Prison for the abuse of 10 boys. There is a giveaway for some lucky mothers out there from Penny's Classified. From now until May 3rd, you can call to register your mom to win some fantastic prizes thanks to local area businesses. The contest is easy. All you have to do is dial 570-459-1869 extension 1110 and leave your mother's name and a number to enter. Here are those prizes that she can win. No purchase is necessary to enter the contest. The 6 winners will be announced here on WYLN News at 5:30 and 10 on May 4th. So call now and good luck from Penny's Classified and, of course, WYLN. Time now for our first look at our forecast. It seems as though the next several days all we can expect is rain and colder temperatures like this morning. Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is in the Weather Center with the details. Joe?
Well, that's right. We do got some showers over the next several days across our viewing area, but traveling today, actually not too bad, even as we head out there this evening. But like I said, some more showers coming into play across our area. Down toward the south and east, you can see some more rain, even some severe thunderstorm watches. For our area, it's kind of quiet. And there you can see the 24-hour high temperatures, 60s to some areas near 70 degrees. Down toward the south, and temperature-wise right now, 55 in New Angola, 64 in Jim Thorpe, 65 in Berwick, and 68 degrees in Danville. I'll talk more about those showers and the complete 7-day forecast coming up in just a few. Ann?
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, a big turnout for a special fundraiser this past Saturday at Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range for the Hazleton Area Sports Shooting Club. More news, weather, and sports is coming your way only on WYLN. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Chief Videographer Mike Lula, weather with meteorologist Joe Garbacek, and sports with Eric DeBerardinis.
You deserve to look your best.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
A special fundraiser was held this past weekend for the members of the Hazleton Area High School Sports Shooting Club. Our Julie Stefanovich was there and has more on the story.
Whitetail Shooting Preserve in Rockland hosted kids, clays, and vets this past Saturday. The event raised money for the Hazleton Area High School Sports Shooting Club. A future episode of Warrior Summit Outdoors was also filmed throughout the day. Vets were teamed up with the students from the club to shoot, skeet, and trap. It was a learning experience for everyone involved.
I didn't really consider it so much a competition. It's just cohesion and bonding. We all like to shoot. We're all having fun. These kids, to me personally, I think we're kind of like mentors to these kids. Maybe one day they'll be in the military and take their skills with firearms to the military or maybe elsewhere in life.
It was really fun being able to shoot with them as well as coach them. In the morning, it kind of started out they weren't hitting as much, but as the event progressed, you could really see how they were breaking targets more and better breaks. Really great time. Common advice that I gave was, other than like their form, just keep trying. You know, you can only get better through all the coaching and stuff.
Food, bake sales, tricky trays, and World War II reenactment actors were also on hand to talk to event goers.
People who are interested, we got to talk about what was being used during World War II. It's kind of nice hands-on. They get to see what the uniforms were like, what's totally different than before. It's all wool and cotton as opposed to anything technical like the new stuff. See some of the vehicles and how primitive they really are compared to the newer stuff. And also to see how much stuff is kind of pretty close that it hasn't really changed. You know, so you get a lot of questions about how much everything weighs. What did you have to carry with you all the time?
We spoke with shooting club coach John Shabulish.
I'm involved with the club for 4 years now, and I have a son on it. And they went as far as states first place, nationally first place. trap, skeet, and sport and pace. The kids are very talented. They do very, very well with their shooting. People think, I know it's not football, I know it's not baseball, and everybody thinks, trap is very easy, skeet is very easy. I invite anybody to come down. There's a lot of airspace out there. Pattern of a shotgun on an average is 2 foot and try and hit a 5-inch target. It is very disciplined sport. They do need extensive training.
School Board Director Vincent Sola also stopped by to show his support for members of the club.
I think the event just goes to show that if there's a will, there's a way. Here's a group of young athletes, and they are athletes. They do a lot of training, practice. I don't know if you ever shot a 12-gauge shotgun, 100 rounds. Think about that on your shoulder, every time you come out and practice and maybe shoot a few hundred rounds of ammunition. So they have to be physically conditioned, they have to be mentally conditioned. And when you see that most of it, until this year, was funded by the parents and the club. So it shows the dedication for the club to exist this long without coming to the school district for funding. And this year I think it was the first time that we were able to provide some funding for ammunition for their upcoming events.
In Rockland for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thank you, Julie. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacek with a full look at our forecast. Plus, we'll hear from Tang O from Physical Therapy and Balance Centers of Hazleton on this week's Medical Monday. Stay tuned.
The LSC Wiltsey Performing Arts Center in Hazleton presents A Musical Salute to All Who Serve on Saturday, June 11th. The show features the outstanding talent of the Hazleton Philharmonic Orchestra under the direction of Robert Lagana, as well as featured soloists. Presentations by Congressman Lou Barletta, Pennsylvania State Representative Tara Toohill, and Hazleton Mayor Jeff Cassett. The show will be narrated by Sergeant Eric Olson, host of the WYLN TV show Warrior Summit Outdoors. Tickets are $10 for adults and $5 for children. A Musical Salute to All Who Serve, Saturday, June 11th at 7 p.m.
Call WYLN 35 for this special promotion for Mother's Day. Call 570-459-1869 between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. Hit 1 for WYLN and extension 1110 for pennies classified. Register your mom's name and number and she may win a gift certificate from one of our participating sponsors. No purchase necessary to register. Winners will be announced on the news on WYLN 35 on May 4th, evening edition 5:30 and late edition 10 p.m. Good luck and happy Mother's Day.
Well, the sun is out once again, just got a couple of clouds here and there. Of course, we had some of the rain and drizzle and overcast skies and damp skies earlier. The unsettled weather is going to stick around for the next several days. Got still some more showers in our forecast and eventually a break in this weather pattern where we receive some warmer temperatures in the 7-day. I'll explain in just a little bit. But first, onto the graphic for the day. And well, you see that we had some of the drizzle, the damp conditions, and now we're starting to dry things out a little bit across our area. And with those drier conditions and the sunshine, that allows temperatures to go up a little bit compared to where they were earlier. Nothing to show you live 35 Skycast Doppler. We actually are dry, and we're at 60 degrees outside our television station in Hazleton. 55 now Mount Pocono, 61 Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport, 67 in Williamsport, 68 in Selinsgrove, 70 degrees in State College. A lot chillier coming off of the Great Lakes out there in Erie where it's only 49 degrees. Lower 60s in the Wyoming Valley area, pretty good out there. Some rain up toward the north. That has now moved out as well. Some more rain down toward the south and east. Severe thunderstorm watches which continue to remain in effect. Now we're going to be looking at the chance of some showers again coming into play going into tonight, tomorrow, the next couple of days. Looks like the weather's going to be unsettled pretty much, I think, through the rest of this week. And then it looks like by the weekend, Saturday at this point in time, looking like it's going to be spectacular so far. Temperature-wise, some 40s and 50s as we head through tonight. Not looking bad as we head into tomorrow. Temperature-wise, again, still a chance of some showers across our area, especially as you go toward the south and east. Some areas will just see a mix of clouds and sunshine the further west you go, but again, the unsettled weather definitely is going to be a big factor pretty much through the ending part of the work week right through our Friday before we start to dry out, I think, for Saturday. Extended forecast looking like this tomorrow. We'll see maybe some sunshine around, but then some showers could come into play once again. 57, some more showers for Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. Saturday, 67 degrees. Pretty nice out there. Some areas will be in the 70s. Mother's Day on Sunday, well, a couple of showers around, but still in the 60s and 60s going in early next week. Daytime Pennsylvania lottery numbers, the pick 266, the pick 3 205, and the pick 4 6225. Pick 5 numbers 27804, and the treasure hunt numbers 1, 4, 14, 18, and 30. We'll have more for you coming up after this break.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicap accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget, restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
Go hog wild for Iron Pigs Baseball. WYLN is televising the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs live. America's favorite pastime on your local network, WYLN TV 35. See the Stars of Tomorrow at Coca-Cola Park. Don't miss any of the games here on WYLN TV 35. Visit WYLNTV.com for a complete Iron Pigs schedule. Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs on WYLN, your home for live sports.
It's Medical Monday with Ting O from Physical Therapy and Balance Centers in Hazleton, and it's all about seniors staying active to stay healthy. Ting O, take it away.
Hi, this is Ting O.
And I'm Kathy O. We're from Physical Therapy and Balance Centers.
And welcome to Medical Mondays. May is Older Americans Month, and for 2016, the theme is going to be Blazing a Trail to Wellness. So what that means is it allows us to share information about seniors so that seniors understand that aging and illness does not have to go hand in hand all the time. In fact, there are some things that you can do to improve your risk of illness by taking some very simple steps, which you can do daily. One thing that we want to focus on is seniors and how they're doing amazing things with themselves these days. Taking, for example, Olivia Newton-John. For those people who know her, she is a big advocate of health and wellness. People that know her song, Let's Get Physical, she really believes that one of the key things in improving your health and preventing illness is doing exercise on a regular basis. So being an ardent believer in fitness, she has decided to help Physical to get the word out there about wellness and injury prevention. For those that have seen Olivia Newton-John recently, she looks nowhere near her age. And she lives a very long and interesting lifestyle. She still tours and sings and performs, and she is actually going to be in Harrisburg on July the 24th, I believe. So for those out there that like Olivia Newton-John, go down there and check her out. A simple thing that you can do to improve your health is to start getting physical. All it takes is 150 minutes a week, and that equates to around about 30 minutes 5 days a week, or if you want to do 60 minutes, that's 3 days a week. If you can do that, it'll greatly reduce your risk of illnesses and disease, and it has actually been shown that it can help prevent and improve people with cardiovascular disease, diabetes, strokes, and other medical conditions like cancer as well. So getting physical is what it takes to blaze a trail for 2016. If you do need some help though, be sure to check with a medical professional, including your local physical therapist. Physical Therapy and Balance Centers, we do a body Q examination that can really see if you have any medical conditions that might put you at risk to injury. And what that does is it helps us plan a treatment plan or an exercise program that you can follow, improve your health, and reduce your risk of injury.
Call Physical Therapy and Balance Centers for a free 20-minute question and answer session. 501-1808. Physical Therapy and Balance Centers, 1324 North Church Street in Hazel Township, or visit them online at hazeltonpt.com.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer, dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, an outside grill, and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
Hi, I'm Ann Gownley, News Director at WYLN, and being able to volunteer my time and give back to the community in which I work and to those family members of mine who have been struck by cancer, it means so much to give back to the community as a volunteer.
Days the wait. The baby Penguins practicing for round 2 without knowing who they'd be playing. Now they do. For most of the regular season, Wilkes-Barre Scranton battled Hershey for first place in the Atlantic Division. They lost out on that, but now, when it truly matters, Pens with a chance to advance past the Bears in the Atlantic Division Finals. In 12 meetings this year, Wilkes-Barre Scranton went 6-5-0-1 against Hershey. Here's a look at the best of 7 schedule. It starts Wednesday in Hershey for a 2-2-1-1-1 format, returning to Wilkes-Barre for Game 3 on Saturday. Games 5 through 7, obviously, if necessary. In 2015, the Pens lost in 5 games in the second round. Today, it was announced that Penn State's October clash with Ohio State will be a primetime whiteout. Over the weekend, several former Nittany Lions learned, they'll be playing under the bright lights of the NFL. Austin Johnson, the first Penn Stater off the board, going in the second round to the Tennessee Titans, where he will join old teammate Daquan Jones on the defensive line. Quarterback Christian Hackenberg, now a New York Jet, once considered a first-rounder. Hack goes mid-second. Defensive end Carl Nassib goes from walk-on to the first pick in the third round, being selected by the Cleveland Browns. Anthony Zettel remains a Lion, only in Detroit now. He goes 202nd overall, and 2 picks later, the Dolphins pick safety Jordan Lucas. And a few more additions to the NFL rosters as undrafted free agents. Tight end Kyle Carter joins the Vikings. Cornerback Trevor Williams links up with the Chargers. Offensive lineman Angelo Mangiero joining the Giants. And defensive end Taro Barney inks with the Jets. Tonight on Late Edition Sports, highlights from weather-protected indoor spring sports. Boys volleyball will be featured, but next, Joe Garbacik is in with a final look at the forecast. Stay tuned.
Hi, this is Jeff Bonomo, host of Off the Beaten Path. I'm proud to announce the newest addition to WYLN's original programming lineup, Tasting Pennsylvania. Come with me and the crew as we travel the Keystone State looking for the best places to eat, drink, and be merry. It's coming soon to WYLN TV 35. Join me as I do all the taste testing for you on Tasting Pennsylvania.
All right, next few days, at least through the ending part of this work week, we have to deal with some showers in the forecast. But that should pave the way for a pretty nice looking Saturday at this point in time. And then we see a gradual warming trend for Sunday and early next week.
All right, so it looks like we have to deal with what happened last week, but we all made it through. So
Saturday was great down at Whitetail.
it was. That is a great day because it was nice and sunny.
Held
That's
off.
all that mattered. But what I want to say is congratulations to Jane Danish, a good friend of ours up here at WYLN, 2016 Greater Hazelton Chamber of Commerce, the Athena Award winner. And everyone here, I know everybody behind the scenes, they're all telling me to tell you, Jane, congratulations on this prestigious award. And, it's to be picked for this award, it's an amazing accomplishment. So I just want to say congratulations again to Jane Danish, the 2016 Athena Award winner. So see what happens. It's amazing. There's a big dinner for it, so too. But
to her.
yeah, she's a great lady whenever you get to talk to her. So congratulations again, and we'll see you at that dinner. Good night, everyone.